Hi, I'm Sherie and I'm here at Broadway.com to answer your questions. Go. My name is Sherie Rene Scott, but when I joined SAG, there was already another Sherie Scott. So not SAG as in as I got older, and I mean as I joined the union SAG, there was already a Sherie Scott, so I had to add my middle name, Sherie Rene Scott. And I went to a numerologist, and they said it was actually a good decision. Thank you, Matt. Heather, that's probably Heather Headley who asked me that question. And if it is Heather, you know what my strongest suit is, but we don't have to go into that right now. We were all, you know, very young back then. My strongest suit, I guess it would be being a member of a family member. You know, it's always weird because you want to, like, you want to stay private, you know, and the press following you, and, you know, getting into your personal business and climbing over your fence and showing up in your bathroom. It's like you never escape the press. So I, try to keep my private life private. But I have so many friends from shows that I've done. Very few non-friends, but those of you who are my non-friends, you know who you are. But I'm very fortunate that I've worked with great people and have many great friends. That's interesting that you would ask that. I don't know where your mind is that you would want to know that and want to think of what I look like. No, she's probably 12. What am I saying? It didn't take very long. It was very fast. Mel Hansen was my dresser. Mel Hansen is maybe the most famous person on Broadway, and she's an expert, and literally, I mean, I was home by 10:35 sometimes, so obviously not that long. So many funny stories. Unfortunately, everyone says this, but it's true. You can't repeat them in public. I guess everyone knows that about Norbert by now, but there's, a lot of great and wonderful things that happen when you're doing many shows over the course of 10 years with someone. It is a bunch of foul misfits that work in theater, and so a lot of it is stuff that is best saved for my book. Oh gosh, that was far out. I've never been to a high school reunion, considering that I left high school early. I never went to a college reunion, considering that I never finished college. So it's like, it was amazing. It was great to see everyone. I really love all those people. It was a really special night. I wish I'd been sober for it, but other than that, it was great. Thank you, Paulo. You're not alone. A lot of people like that cast album, and it holds a special place in my heart because it was my husband and I. It was our first cast album for our record label, Shikaboom Ghostlight Records, that we started, and it was the beginning of knowing what it means to see a show or have a show that deserves to be recorded, whether or not it is about getting money from it or not. And of course it's turned out to have been very successful, and I'm really glad that you like it, and no, I never ever listen to it. I never listen to anything if I can help it. Yeah, and I mean, I had 5 days to go in, so it wasn't intimidating in the way that I just had so much to do. And there were certain people that were really great, in the cast and certain people that did not want me there. Did not want me there. There are many, many stories about that, and again, it's just one of those things that you make it through. And of course, out of that I came with amazing friendships, and Adam Pascal was, you know, dear, and you know, there were a lot of people that were still in the show, and you know, Jesse and Tay, and all these people were great, and Adina is a lovely friend, and Daphne Rubin Vega has been like for my whole, you know, many years before Rent even. So there are times when you go in and some people aren't happy that you're there, and let it be known, and you just have to, you know, roll off and just keep doing your job. They know who they are. I did watch the porno for research, but I didn't want to. It was my husband, Kurt Deutsch, and Greg Naughton that forced me to watch it. And that is something private and personal that I will tell, because it shows that you should not allow men's instincts to take away your own female intuition. To me, watching porn is depressing. So I mean, even though I know that because I watch so much of it, and I just keep getting more and more depressed, so I guess I should probably stop. But anyway, it didn't, you know, it was fun to watch it, and it helped inform some of the musical numbers, but that was it. And I won't say what happened afterwards that night. I was gonna say it, but that's from Kurt. That is hysterical. No. Thanks, Zach. Everyday Rapture is the state that a lot of Amish and Mennonites aspire to. It's where you're ready for the rapture to come. Your soul is clean and pure, and if the rapture were to come any day, you would be ready for it every day. We do it, and the character has a new understanding of what that could mean within our piece, hopefully. I don't know, we haven't written the end yet. I kid, we wrote it. It's gonna be great. Hi, Ryan. Well, I don't know where word got out that it's a solo show. It's a solo show, but it's with 4 people. It's a solo show with 4 people. It's kind of just happened organically. I was writing some stuff and got involved with a writer, Dick Scanlon, and we started writing some stuff together, and over the course of the last couple years we turned it into a show. And no, it was a nightmare to think of doing something on stage alone. That's not why you get into this business. You get into it because you love the people, and so that was strange, but that's it just happened organically, and we'll see how it goes. Well, right, okay, no. I'm not doing that. That's, it's mind-blowing, so to speak. And it's just, you know, Ronnie, you should try to experience it someday, if you can. Richard. I just thought of something really dirty. I'm not gonna say that. One food for the rest of my life, potatoes. Make it stop. Well, Matthew, you should know from all of the statues and plaques and, you know, the holidays that are there in my name. So I don't know why you're so confused. There's, you know, lots of stuff that should show you about all of Well, maybe they haven't put up the bronze statue of me doing Red Hot and Coal, you know, but that should be going up this summer, so you should be able to see that. Mr. Rogers, do kind of. The Dalai Lama, I'd like to do him. Thank you, Ellen. So many great men's parts. I would play, yeah, I would, you know, of course would like to be, you know, the Ricky Gervais character in The Office. I don't know, maybe do some Stanley Kowalski. That would be fun. I mean, if a girl was playing, if a guy was playing Blanche, like if it was totally switched like that, that would be fun. I couldn't have done anything else. That's the sad thing, and I'm not well suited for anything else. I would have been a rock star, but I don't have the nervous system for it, and I can't do drugs, and I can't stay up that late without doing drugs, so it's hard. Otherwise it would have been that, or I really like city planning and architecture. I do, but I couldn't have done any of those things, so I don't know, I guess I would have, I don't want to think about what I would have done. That would be bad. Let's go back to the porn movie and we'll decide what I would have done. Okay, that's it. Thank you all for your questions, and please come see Everyday Rapture at 2nd Stage.